Welcome to 2010. It's New Year's Day. Hopefully everyone has survived New Year's Eve. We wanted to begin this series, a three-part section where we're going to deal with the issue of what kind of business can I start. The question that comes to me so often as people are looking at escaping corporate insanity. How do you get out of there? What do they start? Because people don't quite know what that they can do, what they're able to do. So let me just have everyone think about this one question. What is it that some of the most successful people you know have in common? Because that's the answer. That is going to be the driving answer that gets us to this first part. And by the way, this really works. Think about some people. Let's pick Martha Stewart. Let's pick on some of the Food Network people like Rachel Ray, Paula Deen. Maybe some sports stars like Michael Jordan, like Tiger Woods, forgetting his extracurricular activities, but his golf game. Let's think about some business people, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. What do these people have? What's the driving element of each one of these people? If you interview them, if you talk to them, if you have watched them, if you understand, and like on Food Network they do biographies of these people, they look at their lives. And think about some people that you know that are successful, and you define success any way you want, but successful in their domain. The number one thing is they are operating in their area of passion. They're not doing what somebody said, hey, go over here and get a job, and computers, because there's a big business in it. And you're like, well, yeah, I can do a computer. I don't really like them, but I can do that. That's how most of us operate. We go get a job kind of like we invest in stocks usually. We hear somebody talking about a stock being a good deal, so we go and invest in it. And we do the same with getting a job market. I mean, who would think, do you think, pick on Martha Stewart and Rachel Ray and Paula Deen and some of these people that are doing home economics activities. Many women are ashamed to admit they're homemakers. They're almost defensive about it. And yet, here are some women who have taken that to $100 million plus industries because they're in their area of their passion, because this is what they're passionate about. Think about when Martha Stewart was beginning. Do you think anybody said, she came around and said, hey, I'd like to, I'm really interested in teaching people how to decorate and cook and take care of their homes and make a business out of that? Absolutely not. That's a bizarre idea. We would, if you were her parents, you would have told her, no, that's a crazy idea. But she found herself in her passion, and she's operating in her passion. Interview any one of these people, listen to them, read their books. You will find that they are operating in their passion, in the area of their passion. So your job is to go out and find out what you're passionate about. Sounds simple, right? Most of you should already know. Fact is, you probably don't know. For instance, I was giving this very talk in a group of people, and a lady in the audience, she said, "Well, tell me, Dale, what is your passion?" And I was stumbled. I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, I've got businesses we've started and sold, and we've done things, and I teach at the university. I didn't have an answer for her. And then she came back and she said, well, I understand what your passion is, and I've just written it down here. She said, your passion is you're passionate about helping people escape cubicle insanity. I mean, based upon things that I had said, she watched me and told me what I was passionate about. I went home and told this to my wife, and she was like, duh. So you may have a harder time identifying this than somebody that is a friend or somebody like this. But what we've got here is some exercises that you're going to do and what you're going to do with it. You're going to try to discover yours. There are some questions at the bottom of this blog post on the website, and you're going to see the questions, and the questions are, what do you love to do? I mean, these are obvious. But let me give you the background first. This is a brainstorming session. Your job in this is to identify your passion, to help you identify, and you probably have multiple ones, multiple things that you're passionate about doing. Um, Take an instrument like this. I know we don't see things like the pen and the paper, pen and a sheet of paper. We don't see this much anymore, but forget the keypad and everything. Just sit down with a Coca-Cola or a cup of coffee and have a comfortable area and just think through, what do I really love to do? And let me give you some key questions. By the way, don't concern yourself with profit. Don't concern yourself about whether I can make money doing it. Don't concern yourself about products and services that I can do in that area. Forget all that. Have no connection to money right now. It's not necessary. I've had meetings with 2 or 3 people in the last couple of days, and they're so caught up that they're like a dog chasing their tail, because they're thinking, I love this, but I can't make any money at it. I can make money over here, but I don't love it, and they're going in circles and circles. So forget the money. We'll deal with that later. Question number 1. What do you love to do? Forget about money. Forget about the job. Just overall in your life, what do you love to do? A question that you see next is, what do other people ask for your help with? Are the thing, it may be obvious to you, for instance, if you're really good at organizing our closets, and people come over and ask, they say, wow, Dale, your closets are very organized. They don't say that about me, but your closet are very organized. They may say, can you come over and help me? Can you help me organize my house? And to you, that may be a no-brainer. If people are asking you for help with things, you're thinking, that's easy. They just don't want to do it. Actually, what they're doing is they're identifying an area that you're really good about. You're probably passionate about it, and they're a skill that you have to offer to the market. So you pay attention to that. So in this, you're writing down, what do I love to do? What do other people ask for my help with? Another key is, what do you read? Not necessarily the fiction. That might tell you something. But do you read magazines? Do you read about how-to books? What are those kind of things that you're interested in? So you're going to answer that question. And you see some other questions down here. One of them that's just come up to me just the last couple of days is, in talking to these people, is people keep bringing me, they have 3 business ideas, and they can't figure out which one to run with. And there's always, in each case, one of them is very close to their corporate job, and they feel comfortable there. They feel like they should make money there. They feel like they kind of know what to do there, even though they don't really like it. I can tell they don't like it. You could too. And then they got some that's over here they're really passionate about, but they almost downgrade that idea because they can't see any connection to do anything with it. So here's a question to ask yourself. If you're in a room and the people are having a general conversation and you're some kind of party and somebody engages you in a topic, what topic might they engage you in that you're just going to talk about, that you would love to talk about? And if they continue to engage you, that you would just thoroughly enjoy your time doing and talking about. What is that topic? What is that subject? These exercises, now what I'm going to tell you is, when you write this stuff down, don't quit writing until you've got pages of stuff. Pages. A guy we worked with the other day, he was, things on his list where he loved to snow ski, he loved to travel, he loved to public speaking, he loved sports, in particular karate and taekwondo and things. He loved physical fitness. And my point of things, the things that he loved, there's no direct connection to money. And you should probably have the same experience. There's going to be no direct connection to money yet. So this is the first part of the series. I can promise you, if you go through this and you do this, you're going to come out the other end, and you do this part, and there's a second part, and there's a third part coming, and they're going to identify what kind of business you should start. So take your time now and go do that. Pen and paper.